a slow burn because shit like that never used to bother me. And now it's like, I can't, like my inbox, I can't even, I'm just like, it's just like, hello, I live in France. I'm 12. Can I work for you? Fuck you! Fuck you! You're 12, you live in France! No!
You just made Joel
You're
destroy
12
his
and
laptop.
You live in France! Your sentence isn't even grammatically correct!
Yeah, you also misspelled job.
Yeah. There's no H.
Joel's bashing someone who's typing an email to them in their second language. It's not good enough. Does not meet requirements.
Well, if they're hot girls.
I will say this, Joel. It is definitely a side effect of hiring like younger people, new group of people like coming in, is that it has caused us to age so much faster. That was an unforeseen side effect. Now it's like we look at each other at like Monday meeting stuff. We're like,
people would not. I mean, the only thing that makes somebody older and they die are young people. Like, if it weren't for young people, we'd live fucking forever. I would live fucking forever. But it's like, they kind of just like, I want to fucking kill myself. I mean,
that's the thing, like,
hair falling out, fucking.
I know that as a younger generation, I must be the worst for the next generation above mine.
you're the worst for any generation.
That's probably true.
No, you're not bad. You're one of the good.
Am I right?
There's some people. I mean, I don't want to stereotype everyone in the company. We have young people in the company, fantastic.
Thanks,
and
man.
we have some fucking troublemakers.
Low down, Joel.
I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the camera.
We're not like. Stay on Joel. So
Can you get further down? Can you sink down more in your chair, Joel? Is that possible?
So who is the youngest for generation? I think that should just
So
be.
we were talking about like Prometheus. I don't know if this is off track. We're talking about Prometheus, and you were sort of disappointed in it, rightfully so, because it had some problems.
how would you know?
But
How would you know?
well, it had problems well before I ejected. It had problems well before I ejected. But
That was the
thing is
podcast
that
where, in the middle of the movie, like at the climax,
I thought I was gonna fucking
Joel
die.
leans forward. He's like,
I had this.
like, because a normal person would be like,
I had like this burning like
Come on.
sensation in my stomach, and it feels like something is gonna break out of my stomach. And then I show a scene of a girl getting something cut out of her stomach, and I'm just like, well, this is God trying to tell me something. So,
This is God. God's
normal,
Big man upstairs
my
doing messages.
I thought it was gonna be something more grand, but all right.
a normal person, a non-Joel.
All right, I don't want you to get I want you to get off topic here.
I want to go with this. Sorry. No.
I thought I was gonna die.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Start
no,
talking.
I mean, my
Start talking.
body-
Don't let
my-
him.
my
Don't let him
body
talk over you. Keep
temperature-
going. Go.
My
Go.
body
Go.
temperature, I got
don't let him-
television. I thought I was gonna fucking die.
Okay, but the end of right. So a normal person would have just gone, I feel terrible. I just gotta head out. But it's like the middle of the movie. The music's dramatic. Joel leans to me, leans forward, and goes, "Something's wrong with me." And he slowly gets up. He's like, "Oh."
No.
I was just like,
No.
Joel's gonna die.
No.
Joel's gonna keel over. So
No.
I watched him walk down the stairs. Like,
No.
he walked all the way down the stairs. I was like, I'm gonna have to go after him because he's gonna collapse. And then he comes back in and goes, I guess the pizza was bad or something. I was all had a heart attack there.
It was so bad. I thought
You
I
don't do
was
the
gonna
same thing
die.
with bad pizza?
I was sitting there like, well, this is where
I've
it
made a
happens.
mistake.
In a movie theater. I was like,
This is it.
I was like,
This is the
I was
end.
like, not only is this going to be horrible, it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be like bowling, where it's just like, it's going to be like, not only is this going to feel bad, it's going to look bad, and there's going to be a whole audience that's going to watch me die. First, I'm going to fall down the stairs, shit on myself, and then I'm going to die, and everyone gets to fucking watch. Perfect.
And
This
there'll
is
be-
the perfect end.
and there'll
I
be
knew it
nothing
would
else
end
way
this
to go.
way.
Ironically, that would make Prometheus so much better, though, to be that screening
It's
of
like, it's performance art.
I don't think I've ever been
No.
that scared over anyone's health. I almost ran after you.
All right, all right.
Well, the movie was so bad, I felt I needed it. No,
You think this whole story is a commentary on Joel, but your friend is dying, and you're sitting in your theater seat going,
like,
oh my Lord, he's going to die. I almost got up.
He's
I
thinking-
almost stood up.
thinking-
That's how concerned I was.
almost
Is
worried
there
about my
going to be
friend.
paperwork associated with this later? Am I
gonna have to be
going
the
to fill out a
contact?
form? I better start pretending I don't know him now.
Maybe
was
I
like-
could just ignore it.
He's crossing in front of me and walking down, but there's the ships
There's
crashing
gonna
down,
be-
and Joel's like,
There's going to be insurance forms and
He's
ambulance
watching you
forms.
die, and all he's thinking is, fuck, I have to get a black suit. That's all he's thinking.
No.
Come on, Joel,
It would
do
be-
this.
It would be.
Don't do this to me.
Come on,
God,
buddy. Don't.
Come on.
I don't have
Don't
the
be
suit.
selfish.
I just don't want to get dry cleaned.
You pull through. I don't have the budget. My point is, I fucking you derailed my point.
My point is,
My point
fuck
is
it.
that Prometheus, meh.
Yeah.
But
That's your point.
I agree with you.
After all that?
But in Prometheus, there was fucking space and a fucking spaceship and
was
people
space.
shooting at shit. More of that.
Yeah.
More of that. I almost don't even care anymore. I just want to see fucking. I want to see big fucking ships
Space fight.
in fucking space shooting at fucking other
Personally,
ships.
necessary.
That's it. I've given up.
It should be enough. That should be enough, right?
I walked up to I had a glass
What phone do
in
you
my
have?
hand. I walked up to my freezer. I opened the freezer. An ice cube fell out. I hacky stacked the ice cube. It went up and over behind me, and I stuck my foot out and hacky stacked it again. It came back up over my head and landed in the glass.
way.
Good
And I'm
God.
like, and there's no one. And now this is why you should have a camera. No one
Yeah.
ever fucking sees this stuff. But this, I don't know. I don't know what the point of that was.
hit
When
a
you go
cliff
out,
or
you go out. There is no such thing as going out with style.
Yes,
I
there
agree.
is. You can go out like a bitch, or you can go out in style.
As long as
Gavin,
you
if-
leave a clever, tombstone, that's about as.
Like that guy in the wingsuit, right? Shoots down those things,
Jesus.
but he just clatters a bridge.
Oh
and
my
his
God,
body just comes
brutal.
apart, like everything everywhere,
That is
blood
brutal.
everywhere. He went out in style.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't go out like this with someone like, with a gun to his head, like like that.
I don't know if I'd say going out with a bang is how I describe that, or going out with a splat. I wouldn't describe it as going out with style. I mean, if he did like a flip and landed on his feet and then shot himself in the head, I'd be like, all right, now that's a man. That's like a guy who was. That's
I would
impressive.
want-
Well, see, this is. I don't know what cat bug is. To me, I thought this is a teddy bear getting attacked by a giant parasite.
It's probably how
It sort of
cat
changes the context.
was invented.
Like one of those. I got bit by a mosquito one time. All right, this is. I can't. Now I'm never going to be able to get this thing back in position.
So you were bit by a mosquito one time.
Now I'm
Just toss it
fixated
over
on the
here.
fact.
Toss it over here.
Just
Cat
choke
bug.
it to
All
death.
right.
Dude, I got bit by a mosquito one time. It landed on my arm. It was on my vein. It was a huge mosquito, and I was like, there was this girl. I go, hey, watch
Why'd
this.
you point at me and say there was a girl?
I go, there's a girl.
You're British.
We have the girl hair here. I mean, there's no you and me. We've got the
Yeah.
girl hair. And I go, watch this, and I flexed my arm.
You didn't
and,
pop it, did you?
It didn't pop. It just like got bigger. And I was like, ah! And then I was grossed out. And then I flicked it, and then like a blood splat was all over my arm.
Were you concerned at all that maybe some of that blood wasn't yours?
Absolutely, I can guarantee that some of that blood was not his.
Had you thought about that before?
Well, no. If you flex though, it's pushing all the blood out, isn't
Okay,
it?
now here's a question. Here's a question.
He said he would fight a gorilla.
But what does that mean?
This is so. Now
He said he would fight a tiger in his defense.
the tiger?
I would fight a tiger.
He said he'd fight everything.
No, actually, a gorilla is one of the things I'd be most afraid of because it's most
Oh.
like me.
Oh God, yeah.
Like I got
would
no
not fight.
advantage.
stronger.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
right. So it's slightly different than me.
Like the Planet of the Apes movie or whatever the thing is with the that.
That's not a good example in any way.
fuck all that.
How is that a good example?
Fuck all that. They have language. They have vehicles.
What the fuck?
They have walkie-talkies.
Joel, that situation was hypothetical enough. You didn't need to expand.
You're a
it.
dead man. Your face is gonna get ripped off
It
by a
wasn't
fucking
sent to-
chimpanzee.
Clearly, it was sent to Gus.
It was not.
It was. They like
One of you guys
you're
is dead,
Yeah.
and
we might have some horrible disease now from being exposed to gorilla poop.
I boiled my
can
hands in
we
water.
change our answers from the mosquito
boiled
question
your
later?
Okay, now I have looked this up.
Did I tell you that my Did I tell you? Fucking.
Tell it. Go.
Go on.
Go.
No, it feels out of place now.
No,
All
do
right.
it.
Well, tell us about the weird food thing.
We
then.
went from baby corn to a black hole.
Somebody mentioned Ally McBeal
I did.
earlier. I was, for 5 years, I was the waiter on every television show. Nobody knows this.
Were you
but
a
it's
waiter on
true.
Ally McBeal?
I was a waiter on everything.
And some movies.
And some movies. I was a waiter on Ally McBeal. And I worked at that a couple of times, and I got to the point where I kind of knew Lucy Liu and I kind of knew Portia de Rossi. I almost spilled a drink on them at one point, but they're very nice. And we started a conversation or whatever, and everything was fine. And at the time, I was on the meat diet. And I think Portia de Rossi was a vegetarian. And we were sort of going back and forth, and we were talking about it. And whatever, there was a thing, but it's like, it's very dark on that set. And they had wheeled out like a potato bar. Like, it's got sour cream.
Like, did they steal it from Wendy's?
I've already told the story wrong. I've already ruined it. I've already told the story wrong.
But we don't know how you ruined it.
And
They wheeled out a taco bar.
Like they wheeled out a taco bar.
They wheeled out a taco bar. It had like lettuce, it had sour cream, it had all this stuff. They had a taco bar. And I
happened
went
to
over there.
potatoes? But you said potatoes for the first time. What happened to the potatoes?
So I'm on the fucking meat diet.
Joel. Sorry, go ahead.
What did you put on your potato? Did you start with sour cream?
No, I mean, had it been anything, so I go over there, but you know what? I'm on the fucking meat diet. And so it's like, you know what? I am just going to get a fucking motherfucking bowl of fucking ground beef. I do not give a fuck. I am on the fucking meat diet. I get I fucking get a ground bowl, and they are. I had just talked to them, and they were They watched me. They were watching me unload this giant bowl of just ground beef into a bowl, and I'm thinking to myself, oh well, they're vegetarians. They probably think I'm like an asshole or whatever. But it's like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm on the meat diet. I'm gonna fucking eat meat. I don't care. So I keep unloading this ground beef, and I get a fucking big heaping tablespoon of ground beef. I put it in my mouth. It's bacon bits.
Oh, gross! Like real bacon
It's
or the
fucking-
bacon
It's
bits?
it's fucking synthetic.
Oh, the bacon
fake
bits.
fucking bacon bits. I have a giant fucking bowl. I have a fucking giant fucking bowl of fucking bacon bits. And everybody saw me fucking walk over there and make a giant fucking bowl of bacon bits. Lucy Liu and Portia Rossi saw me stand at the table with the bacon bits and kept thinking, looking at me weird. And now I've got bacon bits in my mouth. And now I have to make a fucking choice. Now you have to make a fucking decision.
Bacon.
Where it's like, am I just gonna fucking eat these? I fucking ate those fucking bacon
You
bits.
did not.
You had
I
the whole bowl
would
of
have done the same thing. You're in a socially awkward
That-
situation. You got to stick with it.
You gotta stick with it. And that would have been a funny
Full of
story
jets,
had I
man.
not blown it with the potato bar at the top. And then he called me out on my potato bar.
How does that feel?
He ruined the story. Yeah, but you
How
guys
does that
never
feel?
tell good
Completely
stories.
fucked it up.
So I have to go in there and try and help
Great.
you.
Make
Best
sure you,
part of my day
make
was
sure you
fucking
lower
up
the
that
gain
story.
on input number 4. It's because you're a little hot.
Gain equals funny. Gain equals. That's what you're always trying to do. You're trying to turn down the funny.
Wow.
Comedy
Bacon
bacon.
bits are literally the only thing on the internet that I cannot find nutritional information
Do they
for.
still exist?
Yeah, it's basically if salt could grow a scab. That's what those things are
That's
like.
my hair. My hair is a byproduct of the fucking bowl of bacon bits I had to eat.
Bacon bits, please.
Bacon bits.
They're made by Betty Crocker.
Legally, you cannot call them bacon.
So Joel, you've been on a lot of sets. You've been on a lot of stuff.
Only as waiters.
How many relatively famous people have you had full-blown sexual intercourse with?
Men and women.
Joel always said he would have been a more successful actor if you were gay. He says that quite often.
You know, the thing is that if you're someone who is attracted, if you're a male and you're someone who's attracted to your own sex, that is the greatest. Not you. That is the greatest. I mean, the thing is, if I were only attracted to males, that's it. I would have been Keanu Reeves, times 10. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, you saved it.
I mean,
Times 10.
I don't know. Life would have been easier.
Okay, so people want a Game of Thrones spoiler cast.
I honestly feel sorry for any woman
I
who's
don't
ever had to
understand
deal
it.
with any part of me.
I don't understand it. I don't know how they deal with it. I really don't. It's a horror story. Look at Gus over there.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
All of this.
Yeah.
But I bet
Someone attached themselves to this
Permanently.
permanently.
Yeah.
gagging for it.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking the bomb. So.
You're fucking the bomb? That sounds pretty dangerous.
That wasn't worth a laugh in the control room, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Why is that awesome?
Because
It was did you feel? Were you here last week?
Yeah, I went swimming every day. It was top. Swimming
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with
It
swimming?
was too hot. 106.
how can it be too hot to swim, Joel? That makes
Too
no
hot.
goddamn
It
sense.
was too
perfect.
hot.
What,
When
you
the
swimming
water
in a
is
hot tub?
boiling,
No.
And you're like, I'm a crawfish.
You're swimming in a cauldron, aren't you? I'm a crawfish.
Do you think crawfish are swimming? When they're in
don't
boiling
know.
water, it's like a good time. We're so happy. They have a little diving board. And they all go up one at a time. And
Have
jump
you ever
in.
killed a lobster?
Have I ever killed a lobster?
Or do you just like plop them in the boiling water?
I've never cooked lobster. I can say I've never done that.
I think you
done
better
that a
stab him
couple
in the top of the
times,
head.
And it's sort of, it's a weird thing because you just throw them in the pot and then you.
Yeah, but you're not meant to do
And then
that.
like they scream.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
think-
really have. What
They
is
say
it, the
it's-
gas
they say it's
escaping?
gas
Yeah. And
escaping.
they're like, and the gas is like,
Wait,
oh God, I'm a lobster and I'm boiling. It's
Did I
horrible.
actually scream?
Yeah, they make a screeching noise when you throw them in the boiling water, but people say it's gas escaping their shell. Which,
Here's
when I
the thing.
scream, it's also gas escaping through my mouth
Through
in
your
a
shell.
scream. Yeah, that's exactly what that
So it
process
makes total
is.
sense. Like in South Park, whenever somebody dies, they poop, right?
No. What? I haven't
In
seen South
South
Park,
Park-
in a while.
If you die, that's correct, right? Miles is saying, he's supporting me. If
Hey,
you
Miles,
die in South
Miles,
Park,
hey, Miles,
they
when
take
you
a
die
shit.
in South Park, what happens to you when you die in South Park?
If you're Kenny, you're eaten by rats, and if you're someone else, you shit your pants.
If you're Kenny,
You
get
shit your
eaten by rats.
pants.
Yeah, but Kenny didn't always get eaten by
No,
rats.
I mean, do
They did.
people when people actually die, do they? You were a medical guy. Do they actually
Yes,
shit their pants?
it's a big problem with executions.
I think
Okay,
they
let's
get
go back
boned.
to
Among
the
other
lobsters.
things, like people getting
So
killed.
are the lobsters taking a poop in the boiling water?
Does that,
But-
I
does
think
that matter?
the poop boils.
It's actually better if your food poops before you eat it, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. Is
just-
it better on the inside or the outside?
How
Well,
are
with-
we all of a sudden
With
on
shellfish,
food
like
poop?
with a shrimp, all you have to do is pull the anus out, don't you? That's like the only preparation you
Yeah,
do.
but the poop.
Pull the anus out?
Well, you
Pull
got
the
it.
anus
The poop
out.
problem goes deeper than the anus.
Do you know what an anus is? I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
butthole.
it's the whole back of the
You pull
shrimp
the
that you're
hole
taking
out.
off.
Usually the whole back.
They
of the
call
shrimp.
it deveining, but it's not a vein.
Yeah, it's like a long tube anus.
It's colon, not anus. It's just two different things.
I would
That's-
take that dog.
Yeah, I guess I take him too. But yeah, I mean, short dogs are where it's at. We were talking about who we thought was really attractive.
Go ahead.
I thought Hayden. I'm not sure I got her name.
from Heroes.
Hayden
Panettiere?
Panettiere.
So your
And
love of dogs equates
very
to
attractive.
what you find
But
attractive in women?
I did.
Is that what
She
I'm
was
getting? Is
she's
that what you're
kinda
saying?
short.
She's short.
The things you like in women are what you like in dogs? Is that really?
I don't like where this is going.
Do you
No,
like
I don't know.
women-
I don't like it
I don't
either,
like
Joel.
this. I don't like this.
That's exactly the path you took us on.
Lots of fur.
Do you like women who can lick their own anus?
Lots of.
Oh, Jesus, Gavin. Gavin.
We need like an anus counter for you on this podcast.
He's got to take it somewhere.
Only if they can pop it out.
You can put it in your
Then-
pocket and take it to work.
Then it's party on. If you're a dude, it's like, I don't even know how to start. I mean, like, a dick cake, ha ha ha, jokes, jokes, jokes.
Could that be a shirt?
I mean, dick cake, yay.
I appreciated it.
I know. I mean, it's a thing where guys find it funny. Dick cake, guys are laughing. Chicks think it's funny.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. You're a chick. You think it's funny. Ha ha ha.
You can compare it to a vagina cake and how it's not funny.
But no one jokes about vaginas.
No, nobody does.
vaginas,
That's where I was
Nobody
going.
does.
But
You're right.
like,
That is off limits.
vaginas aren't funny.
What's that?
vaginas aren't.
They're not funny.
Funny.
That you.
Well,
it's-
Ellen DeGeneres is funny.
Sure, are you calling her a vagina?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
This is like.
But okay,
Just
imagine
feel like our female subscription base. It's like
Imagine, like-
abandoning
Sorry,
ship.
Hey, am I in trouble for the vagina joke?
No.
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
it was an anti-joke.
we can cut it.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't think we
Off
can
of
cut
the
it
live
from-
podcast.
Can we cut it from the stream?
All right, hey.
No one
so
watches it. No one
people want to
watches
know,
this anyways.
Gavin. You're the only person here who has seen Pacific Rim. What did you think of Pacific Rim?
Well, I was not excited about the movie because the trailer.
Everyone says it's great.
Yeah, the trailer looked dumb.
Trailer looks dumb.
Yeah, but-
has the lady's voice from Portal in it. Did they change her voice out?
No, and that also barely in the movie.
I got to tell you,
was a cameo.
before you get onto this story, I worked on a commercial for a company, and
Recently.
where I got to work with GLaDOS.
Yeah.
And I can't even talk about it. I got
That's
a bunch
a
of
great
raw
story.
footage of her talking
Thank
about
God you
stuff.
started the story,
Yeah, I'm so
Joel.
happy.
Thank God you started a story that you can't finish.
Can't start
It
the
wouldn't be a
finish.
Joel appearance
She's
if
an
we didn't
opera
have
singer,
that.
isn't she? She sings.
I don't know, but I have all this footage of her talking about like stuff.
And is she doing it in the voice?
question
Can't
was,
ever
Joel-
share it with anyone. It's awesome. It's the
I wanna
greatest
come
thing
to your
ever.
office and hear
It's the
it.
greatest fucking thing ever. It's
The
phenomenal.
question is, how funny was her vagina? That's what everybody wants
All right,
to know.
moving
I
on.
think. Now
All
tell
right,
the rest
so
of
how
the story.
was Pacific Rim?
Otherwise, you're leaving
How
with
was the
that.
vagina
Okay.
in Pacific Rim?
So I went into that movie not expecting anything decent.
He was the voice of the IFC channel. Like, he was the host.
What?
Well,
Wait, was he the voice of the host?
he was like the voice, like on all the I don't know if there's a host for it, but you know, it's like when they show when they would
watch people wrestle. That guy?
who was wrestling on the Independent Film Channel. What's the fuck?
Job.
So
Ah,
IFC
this
became
week.
UFC.
Ah.
He did that, and I think he then landed. He knew those guys and landed that role, which is a great
See,
role.
I'm fucking.
But did you see him as anything but Charlie the whole time you were watching
No,
him?
I was just like, wow.
Dude,
And neither one was.
I was in a
funny.
fight that was not one punch, and it was the worst fight where my buddy got super drunk, and he's super big, and he was starting to messed around with a guy who was super big, and he had some friends and whatever. And everyone's drunk, and I'm in a parking lot, and everyone's doing the standoff thing.
Oh, how many people were there?
10.
Yeah, that's rough. A big group fight like that is a really different dynamic.
There was 10 people there, and they're doing the tension thing just before the fight thing. And I'm standing there drunk off my ass with a bottle of Corona
Oh, there you go.
in my hand.
I noticed your grip on it.
And I'm like,
Good-looking
I'm
grip.
going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be the guy to break this. I'm going to break this. So drunk, dumb, stupid, dumb, idiot, young Joel was like, I'm simply going to take this Corona bottle, and I'm going to hit that guy over the head with it.
Wow.
That was my plan. So I go and I reach back for the Corona bottle. The Corona bottle had condensation on the outside of the bottle. And so I go, "Ugh," and it goes whoop, out of my hand. It goes whoop, clink, 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 all the way down the parking lot. Clink, 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 hits the light post. Clink. And literally everything stopped. Everyone turned and watched the bottle just go clink, 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 clink. And then there was a beat, and it was just fists.
Yeah.
Then it was just like,
And then it was a beat on you.
I got utterly destroyed. I mean, it was just like 10 guys jumped on me. It was bad.
It's like, look, it's a bottle thrower.
It
Get
was
it.
bad. Yeah, I was the guy who was like, clearly I was the one who had started at that point. And don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Not a good thing. Yeah.
Obvious advice
It
from
does,
Joel Heyman.
does not end well.
Felony in another country is good advice, too.
Said that on
I
YouTube.
guarantee that someone somewhere has been rimmed by a clam.
Oh my God, I'm going to Google.
Clamrimmers.com.
I'm going to Google right now.
All right. I'm looking it up.
It's so easy to be a gay guy. I'm just saying. You can have
What?
animals and nature.
What?
What?
Easy.
You got it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Easier to be.
You got to back that comment up with something. Anything.
Animals in nature is what he backed it up with.
How did we go from the
So gay
clam
guys-
to that comment?
Hey, he made the bridge. I just crossed it.
I didn't mention gay
You
shit.
made the bridge.
It's not gay. A clam's not gay.
Someone who wants to put a moving muscle up their asshole
Really?
is not straight.
What's that got to do with gay?
Why do you all assume? First of all, why do you assume he's talking about a guy?
If
anyway?
a woman licks your asshole, is that gay?
Fuck, I'm so back away from this. What was my what
I
was
don't know.
my
You
original?
can. You went all in with the comment.
He like
at the beginning.
literally took it all. I was like, there we go.
It's maybe like if I watch that video and he goes, oh, somebody can put salt on their asshole. How did you make his comment less offensive? You somehow managed to make that like Gavin, you get out of these conversations all the time.
Sign up for our newsletter. We have some big news coming out soon, some specials on the store. And for the website, keep up with our news. Go to roosterteeth.com/subscribe. And you can sign up for our newsletter. roosterteeth.com/subscribe. And keep up with all the latest
salt.
news.
No idea what's happening.
Get the salt.
Bye.
Bye.